Hi, I'm Bill, and I'm here at the Banana Plantation in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This is Banana Plantation tie-dye. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I'm going to tie up and dye a shirt. This is going to be a commission piece for Ann up in Jackson, and it is a women's small shirt V-neck design. What I'm going to do is do a spiral design on this, or as I call them, hurricanes. Seeing as we living down here in Baton Rouge, I'm a veteran of many storms, so this design, your standard spiral, we call a hurricane. Now, what I'm going to do with this one is do it in black. So, what I've done is basically wash this shirt to get the sizing off of it, and I've soaked it in water and wrung it out pretty good. What I'm going to do is take this dowel here, and I'm going to put it right here and do a twist on it, make it into a spiral. We'll be back in just a second. What I've done is twisted the dowel counterclockwise to get the hurricane design, the counterclockwise design on the front of the shirt. I'm going to go ahead and twist the rest of it up now. This is our shirt pretty much twisted up. I've tried to keep the pleats all even or so. What I'm going to do is use that stack of rubber bands over there to band the shirt together. You can use either the rubber bands or some string, which I have here on the front on the porch table, or you can use this artificial sinew also along with rubber bands. And it is 95 degrees out here on the front porch. Heat works real well, especially when you're using the dye. The dye reacts really well with the fabric, so the hotter the better. So I get out here and sweat. Okay, we've got some rubber bands on this shirt. I'm going to take the dowel out and pound the shirt. Make sure it's good and tight. You can do it this way. Yeah. Oh, that was real good, Billy. Okay. Flipped it over, and I'm going to retie some of these rubber bands and get things a little bit tighter. Okay, this is our shirt fully tied up and ready to dye. Apply dye now. You have to do the fun part. And we will be using Procyon dyes, which I get from Dharma Trading Company in San Rafael, California. I get almost all my supplies from them, including the shirts, except for this one, which is a commission piece. For commission pieces, I say, if you want me to do you something, get me a shirt that will fit you, that you know that will fit you. That way, we don't have to worry about, well, I like this one, but it doesn't fit. This one should fit. Alright, we've reached the dye application portion of our program. Like I said earlier, I get all my dyes from Dharma Trading Company over in San Rafael. We have a veritable smorgasbord of snowball stand type colors here. I've also got on the blue nitrile gloves. Now, if I would have done the standard tie-dye procedure and soaked this in your soda ash solution, I would have had my gloves on beforehand, because the soda ash solution has a pH of 11 to 12. It's slicker than owl spit and can also burn you. Your higher pHs, being basic, can also burn as well as your lower acidic pHs. We've got the gloves on because, well, who wants color all over their hands? Yeah, some people put it on their bodies, and I have no problem with that. Okay, we're going to start with the dye application portion of our show. As you can see, our shirt is tied up into 8 individual pie slices, if you will. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put color in each one of these slices. Different color in each one of these slices. And then I'll flip it over and maybe even do different colors on the reverse side. We'll see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the orange. Usually you start with the yellow, but I've found that my orange, even though I mix my dyes kind of strong, orange tends to run like a son of a gun. So I'm going to put some orange on this first. I'm going to start on the outside and move in. And since I need both hands and my third hand is not available right now, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, the orange wedge is done. As you can see, it's taken a little trot over into the next slices as I stand here and speak. What I'm going to do next is put, shaking up the bottle, he says, some gold in this slice right here, starting at the outside and working my way to the inside. Now remember, this is just a water-soaked shirt, so your colors are going to run together. They are going to blend some, and they will possibly create other colors, or some people think that gets muddy, but we're going to be applying black dye at the end of this before we actually soak and fix the shirt. So let's move on to the next one. How am I going to do this? I've actually got sitting on a little Coca-Cola thing here. It's better on the back rather than bending over the table. I'm going to move over to this slice right here and apply some amethyst. How you apply your colors, this is going to be a standard rainbow. How you apply your colors is up to you. What you should do is learn some color theory so as you don't have too many clashing colors. Now here's another trick for all y'all. Seems that I mixed my amethyst a little thick and it's not quite getting through the Yorker spout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pipette here and apply the dye that way, drop by drop. Drop by drop into this slice of the pie. Okay, let me apply a little bit more of this. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we've got 3 of our colors applied: amethyst, orange, gold, and yellow. What I did with the amethyst was use the dropper, and I saturated it and let it all soak in. Like I said earlier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over. When I flip it over, I'll put another color on the other side. What I'm going to apply next is this peacock blue. I found that when you place the peacock blue next to this gold, it gives a different kind of green. Yellow and blue make a green, so it'll give a funky kind of green through here. I'm going to go ahead and start applying the blue down here at the bottom and working towards the center. Then after the application of 4 colors, we actually have a made 5th color. 1, 2, 3, 5 colors. Next, I'm going to go into this wedge over here with a completely and totally different color that I'm making up as I go. We've got Cayman green in this slice here and blue violet in this slice here. What I did was I had to apply the blue violet with a dropper again because, once again, I made my dye a little thick. But that's okay. The next one over here, I'll figure out a color, possibly grape. The last 2 colors that I applied, aquamarine here, which is a really cool color that I like a lot, and grape right here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip this thing over to the back side. That's what the back side looks like, and we're going to go from here. Let's figure out, I'm going to sit here a minute and figure out what colors I want to put where.